A man stands in front of the wreckage of a crashed commercial airplane. Aside from the scattered pieces of the fuselage, the original seat layout of the cabin has been restored. This accident involved 300 passengers and crew members. In order to uncover the truth behind the accident, the man begins a deep dive into the flying environment at the time of the incident. When he opens his eyes, he is now inside the plane, just like any other passenger. Through analyzing the black box recordings, at that time, a passenger left their seat on their own. However, during the simulated reconstruction, Matthew discovers he didn't make it to the cockpit before being called back by a flight attendant. Therefore, the assumption about an interception is completely invalid. This makes Matthew begin to question the authenticity of the black box recording. He is convinced that a larger secret lies behind the accident. Matthew is an exceptionally skilled sound analyst. He can extract from the video the subtle changes in the sound of the propeller, and deduce that the RPM dropped from 1,730 to 1,680. Amidst the chaotic noise, he is still able to accurately estimate a 50 revolutions per minute difference. This talent is one of the reasons his boss assigned him to investigate this case. After receiving authorization for the black box data, Matthew immediately enters the analysis room. He is eager to uncover what really happened on the plane. However, the recording from the black box is incomplete. From the audible parts, Matthew clearly hears the captain's conversation before the incident. When the plane began to descend, a distinct electrical sound appeared, and the engine's RPM also dropped. Then, a strong electrical noise followed. Afterward, a mix of various noises all blended together. To further analyze these sounds, Matthew asks his colleague to help adjust the audio frequencies. This allows him to sift through the layers of sound to find useful information. After hearing some key information, Matthew quickly reports his findings to his superior. Although this audio cannot yet be considered valid evidence, it can at least temporarily calm the media and the public. Soon, the airline company presents its investigation results in front of a group of reporters. They release the investigation results for the first time. Based on the black box recordings, someone hid in the toilet at the front of the plane and waited until the flight attendant brought water to the captain, then entered the cockpit and took control of the plane. The airline believes the incident had nothing to do with the plane's safety. This way, all responsibility can be shifted to external factors. After the press conference, a reporter stops Matthew. He thinks the conclusion is too hasty, but in his heart, Matthew knows the conclusion is not true. The next day, his superior sees Matthew watching the news and believes he has great talent. So, they promote him to chief investigator and instruct him to continue the in-depth investigation of the airplane crash.